I don't think that some of us women really understand how confusing and contradictive we can be when it comes to men. And this is something that stems from operating in the Jezebel spirit and following trends and making the wrong people, the wrong women, your role models. See, when you're operating under the Jezebel spirit, you're leading with manipulation and sorcery. See, if I'm trying to manipulate you, it means that I'm trying to coax you to do something that you wouldn't choose to do at your own free will. So I try to hook you in a different way. Now, the reason why I say that some of us women are confusing and contradictive is because deep down, you really want love. You really want to be loved. You really want a partner. You really want a husband who operates by the fruits of the Spirit. But again, because you're choosing to look up to the wrong women who have broken marriages, whose marriages were not ordained by God, or because you come from a background of failed marriages in your family, you don't think it's possible for you because you've grown up around different women or people who've had bad experiences. And because instead of taking a look in the mirror at themselves to see what they needed to change, they resulted to saying, oh, it's the man, he's no good. You know, the favorite saying, ninjas ain't sugar honey iced tea. You've been slowly brainwashed because you think you can't have it. So you've developed this mindset of, well, forget them. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And the worst one, if you can't beat them, join them. And so this contradiction comes in because you've lied to yourself. You really want him to love you, but you're leading with the wrong things. You're trying to hook him with the wrong things. You lead with, okay, let me learn the best sex position. Let me order these pills off of TikTok that'll give me that drip drop. Let me find out what his favorite meal is, because we think the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it does help in some cases. Let me find out how I can ride him like the Pony Express. Let me find the grapefruit lady videos so I can hook him, so I can get him. And after I got him that way, he won't go anywhere. But see, after you've did all that, you're going to find that he's only calling you and he's only coming by for those reasons. See, what you don't understand is you're hooking him in. Yes, you are. But you're hooking him in with the wrong things. You're hooking him in with seduction. You're hooking him in with sex. You're hooking him in with food. So then you get mad when he only calls you for those reasons. He only calls you, did you cook? And then he comes by to get a plate of food. Y'all do the do, and he goes on about his business. You don't talk to him consistently every day. He calls you when he wants to come and you do the Pony Express. And again, you're mad because you want more. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop looking at Megan Thee Stallion. Stop looking at Cardi B. How many times has she been cheated on? Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you want somebody to call and check on you throughout the day. Deep down, you want somebody to pull up in the daytime and spend time with you, take naps with you. You stop minimizing yourself to feeling like you're not worthy, because you can have it, but you first have to devote yourself back to God. You first have to devote yourself back to Christ. You want a genuine, real companionship or relationship or courtship that leads to marriage. That's what you really want. You just don't think you can have it. And although you didn't say these things to him, the scent that you're giving off is, I'm a sex vixen. The scent that you're giving off is, I only want to knock the boots. That's the scent that you're giving off. That is the energy that you're giving off, because there's no substance, because there's no value in what he's getting. There's no reason for him to stay or invest more time in you. And you're communicating that I'm a sex vixen, or, if you don't make this amount of money, then, when you shouldn't be giving it up anyway, because it's not your husband. And you further communicate these things by showing your body excessively. Your breasts are out. Your butt cheeks are hanging out. All of your thighs are out. You're naked. What you're communicating to him is, hey, come get this. You want attention, but you're getting the attention, but it's from the wrong males. A real man, a godly man, does not want his woman advertising herself like the latest Corolla. Hey, look at these headlights. Hey, look at this trunk. You sure you don't want to ride? You sure you don't want to come test it? Look at this. You see all this? You see all this? That's how you're presenting yourselves. And you wonder why you keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. And I'm not, talking like I haven't experienced it before, because when I was in idolatry, when I was in a sorority, when we used to go to parties, I wanted to make sure my breasts spilleth over sometimes. I wanted to make sure I had on a dress where my butt was sitting up. Okay, now let's be clear. You've never seen the cheeks, and now that, no. Cheeks, no. Have I wanted a little peekaboo up here? Yes, in the past. But I didn't understand that I was in the party going around exuding sex, strutting to songs saying, hey, come get this, come get this. But then when we were alone, he was looking at me crazy like, I'm confused. You was rolling, doing all this, telling me to come here. And now you flipping the script saying, saying that's not what you about. Like, y'all don't understand how you're sending mixed signals. It took me a long time to understand that I wanted these things. I wanted this deep relationship, this deep, fulfilling love from a man, when I wasn't pleasing God with the covenant that I made with him. I wasn't honoring my body and keeping his commandments. I wasn't being faithful to him first. So if I'm not faithful to him, how and why would he send me somebody to be faithful to me? You're naked. You're screaming for attention. You're leading with sex. You're masquerading these things to try to convince yourself and try to convince others that you are a hot girl. That's another trend that I can't stand. I don't, everything is hot girl this, hot girl that, hot girl, hot. Do y'all know where that came from? Like, to my understanding, it came from, now this is the revelation that I received. That song, I Need a Hot Girl. What you need, boy? I need a hot girl. I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. Eat it up. And they know how to, I need a hood rat. One that don't. Now, if this is something that goes on in your marital bed, baby, that is you and your husband. However, why are you referring to yourself as something that is so degrading as what they are describing in this song? Like, go and listen to the music. And when I say listen to the lyrics, not the music, because that's how we get subconsciously programmed. we're dancing to the beat, not understanding that those lyrics are being programmed, and we're slowly thinking, oh, this is okay, the beat is good, so what they're saying is okay. No, it's not. Stop following trends. Stop looking up to the wrong women. When it's time for you to dress yourself, ask yourself, would Judge Lynn Toller wear this revealing shirt that's only covering her nipples? Ask yourself, would Viola Davis wear this orange polka dot wig, or this pink wig, or this turquoise wig, lace front? Yeah. Would Tamia Hill, Grant Hill's wife, the underrated singer, would she wear her butt cheeks out? Would Felicia Rashad get on social media twerking? Ask yourself these things when it's time to dress or present yourself to the world. And in case you're lost, these women who have had long-standing marriages. Now, I didn't say they were perfect, but obviously they've been successful thus far. Ask yourself, would Priscilla Shirer wear this bodycon dress to church to speak before her congregation, and all they can look at and think about is her butt? All the men are struggling to pay attention because she wanted to make sure that she draws attention to her assets. But ask yourself, would Pauletta Washington wear this fishnet to brunch? Ask yourself that the next time you want to get dressed. Would they wear a lace front that's on their eyebrows? Would they wear lashes that's covering their eyebrows? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying these are the role models that y'all are looking up to and you're imitating. And I also want you to look at their relationships. Look at their relationship. Look at Nicki Minaj's marriage. Look at Cardi B's. Sexy Red is endorsing STDs. She's named lip glosses after STDs. And y'all steady around here hollering ski. Really? We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. Ask yourself these questions, because I feel like people have said it so many times in so many different ways, and y'all get it, but you don't want to get it. Yet you want to continue to complain about the lack thereof when it comes to the success of a relationship. Like, you have to make a decision to say, you know what, I'm just going to focus on my relationship with God. I'm just going to focus on me. And my peace is what is most important. Me honoring the covenant that I have with God is most important. Stop letting these fake relationships, these camera relationships, these who has the happiest, fakest marriage on social media upset you and make you feel like you're losing, because you're not. You are not. You have to come to a place to where you're okay with laying in your bed alone. Do you want to be held sometimes? Yes. But do you want to have to deal with the headache of wondering how that pap smear gonna look when you get your annual? Do you want to have to deal with the stress of wondering if he's really where he says he is? And don't get me wrong, these things can still occur in a marriage, but guess what? When it's ordained by God, I don't feel like you have to struggle with it. You're not gonna have to struggle with it. I pray that your heart receives what I'm saying. Stop complaining. Stop lying to yourself. Stop getting on here venting and going off about the 17th mistake that you've made. You have to learn from the last 16. It's the same 16. It's the same lesson. It just keeps repeating itself in a different person. Be more responsible with your peace. Be more responsible with your relationship with God. Stop lying to yourself. Stop contradicting yourself. It's okay that you want more. You deserve more, but you have to be more to yourself first. You have to be more to yourself first. And you can do it one step at a time. It's time for honesty and accountability. Once again, I am Brittany Lachey. If you received anything from this video, please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching.